In Israel, a panel of lawmakers has approved a first reading of the bill to dissolve the parliament. The key step has pushed Israel closer towards its fifth election in less than 4 years. A final vote on the legislation is set for Wednesday. Since last week, members of Prime Minister Naftali Bennett's outgoing coalition and the opposition have been sparring in the Knesset of a dissolution bill after Bennett announced the 8-party alliance was no longer tenable. The coalition said it wanted quick approval of the law, but the opposition, led by ex-Premier Benjamin Netanyahu, tried to avert new elections. The opposition and allies have been holding talks to form a new Netanyahu-led government within the current parliament. The two sides finally agreed to advance a bill that would be finalized as law by midnight Wednesday. The bill must then be approved in 2 further full Knesset votes. After the bill secures final approval, Bennett will hand over power to Foreign Minister Yair Lapid. Now, according to the bill, Parliament would dissolve and there would be new elections on either October 25th or the 1st of November. The election date issue will be resolved in further negotiations. The opposition's readiness to dissolve Parliament indicated that Netanyahu's efforts to form a new government had stalled. But the hopes are not over yet for his return. Even as the country braces for a snap election, opinion polls predict no clear winner. As per a poll by Tel Aviv radio station, Netanyahu and rightist allies would command 59 parliament seats versus 55 predicted for parties in the current coalition. 4 separate polls found that neither bloc would secure the 61 seats needed for a majority in their 120-seat parliament. While on trial over corruption charges, Netanyahu is certain to win the support of the ultra-Orthodox and extreme religious Zionist parties. And for more on this report, our correspondent Jody Cohen has sent us this from Ra'anana, Israel.
So the dissolution bill's first reading passed in the early hours of Tuesday morning after a 9-hour delay at the House committee, with its chair seeking to allow Netanyahu more time to try to form an alternate government. While that's not seen as likely, some members of the opposition haven't given up. The final readings of the bill are expected to pass by Wednesday, when Lapid would become interim PM until a new government is formed, and Bennett would become alternate Prime Minister with responsibility for Iran. With indirect nuclear talks resuming between the US and Iran in Qatar, and Israel seeking to build a West Asia defense alliance, including by possibly providing its air defense laser to Saudi Arabia, which doesn't have formal ties with Israel, that portfolio seems certain to keep him busy in the months to come. This is Jody Cohen for WION World as One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.